This essay example, as well as thousands of others, is available in text format on our website for free and without registration. Simply Google Ivy Panda Free Essays.
The conflict theory is a macro-level theory since it discusses the forces affecting the entire society rather than the individual units within it. The core premise of the conflict theory is that inequalities based on gender, race, social status, and other characteristics are present in most societies. Consequently, in analyzing and explaining the issue of the new coronavirus, a conflict theorist would focus on the inequalities that contribute to the problem and shape its effect on the people. For example, an Los Angeles Times article reports that the number of people infected with coronavirus is higher than estimated, and between 221,000 and 442,000 people in Los Angeles County alone have contacted it. From the perspective of conflict theory, it is essential to assess this news by focusing on the potential social inequalities involved. With social distancing policies in place, people with medium or high income are less likely to encounter the virus since they can afford to take time off work or have professional duties that they can perform from home. People in low-income occupations, in turn, are more likely to get sick with coronavirus or lose their income, depending on whether they continue working or are left with no stable source of income. An article in the New York Times also highlights racial and environmental disparities evident in coronavirus deaths. This confirms the view of the conflict theory that certain populations are more vulnerable than others. Consequently, people of color and those whose income does not allow them to live in environmentally clean neighborhoods face higher risks of being infected with coronavirus and dying from it. Higher rates of death among disadvantaged populations can also be viewed as evidence of inequality in healthcare provision. People of higher socioeconomic status are more likely to receive prompt medical aid because they can afford it or have insurance. Uninsured, low-income populations face more threats amidst the pandemic based on the analysis using the conflict theory. If you want to find more works like this essay on coronavirus, the conflict theory, head over to ivypanda.com. It has a collection of samples with thousands of submissions covering virtually all academic subjects.